Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on Game Nights. I am your host and your keeper of monsters, Savvy, and we're here to play Monster of the Week today. But before we do, I will just welcome you here. If you are here with us live on Twitch, we're so glad you are. If you're here with us later on YouTube, we're also glad that you are. You can find our schedule on our Twitch page if you're there, as well as pinned to our Twitter and also to our Discord. So if you want to check out any of our other shows, you can do that. The next time we'll be live after this is Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be playing D&D on Aos. So yeah, join us then, and for everything else in between. I am going to let these fine people around me introduce themselves, tell you who they are and where you can find them, and who they're playing today, and then we'll jump right in. Let's start with GB.
Graybeard of Graybeard's Tavern. Look me up on my Twitter, Graybeard Tavern, and my schedule is there. Next up for me, wow, it's Thursday. Nope, Wednesday this week. Once a month, we play Monster Noir, a game I wrote at 1 a.m. the morning before we played it. And we've been playing it for almost a year now. Anyway, come see us there over at Indoor Adventures on Thursday, or Wednesday at 8:00, 8:30. Oh my goodness, too many games. But that's for me. That's it. Find the rest.
All right, Sid.
Heyo, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm usually shitposting and talking about the games on here. Yay! Next time you'll see me will be Friday. I'm just going. Friday, 8:00 Eastern here. Neon Souls. It's the Sprawl game. I'll be a lot more colorful than this right now. I'll just put it that way. But today I'm playing Sal, the Chosen, who also likes to punch things.
All right, Rob.
Hi, it's me, Rob. What's up? You can find me a couple different places all over the interwebs. This is like somehow my TTRPG stuff fits in a nice little box at the end of the week. So this is the last thing I do in that space. And then like on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm over at my channel, twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob, where I'm playing video games and just, I don't know, having a hootenanny. I haven't spoken the word hootenanny in like at least 6 months. Don't know why that's the word of the day, but anytime you hear the word hootenanny today, you get a cookie. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I play TTRPG stuff too, when I'm not being an idiot. You can find me at twitch.tv/runawayrobot_ on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, where I am playing Eli, the hedge cleric in the Humblewood campaign setting. He's a good little hedgehog boy. And then on Fridays, I am on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay, playing Liv, the hardholder, in an Apocalypse World game called Diesel Punks. Savvy GMs that, and Graybeard and I play in that along with some other lovely folks over there. So check that heckin' stuff out. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. And then I'm here, and life is good and nice and shiny for Travis sometimes. That's me.
Wonderful. LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup, and this is Coriander. Don't know. I'm playing Victoria today. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches and YouTube. I posted my YouTube video, and you can see all of the other spooky, creepy stuff that I get up to on Thursday nights. After this, I'll be on Indoor Adventures doing our Tomb of Annihilation game, where I'm still in vampire mode, which is super spooky. But I do a lot of other things, so check out my Twitter for that. Yeah.
All right, and Sean.
Hey, I'm Sean, the Crack King on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. I'm playing Ween Crowley today, the Wronged currently. You can find my whole schedule on Twitter, pinned to my profile. I stream here exclusively every day except for Mondays and Wednesdays. I run the aforementioned Neon Souls and Saturday nights on, you guessed it, Saturdays. That's about it.
Awesome. Those are my friends, and they're here playing this game with me. And like I said before, I'm Savvy at Savvy Seaworth on everything. You can find my schedule on Twitter because it is the schedule of a woman who has lost her mind. I have a new game starting this week, though, that I do want to tell you about. It's going to be Mondays, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Is on twitch.tv/Kobold Press. It's called A Lesson in Deep Magic, and we're going to be using their new Deep Magic supplement, which we started calling their Deep Magic Grimoire because it's way bigger than any supplement has any right to be. It's great. You should check it out. But we're going to be playing D&D, and I'm going to be playing a Cleric of the Moon. So coming out with me on Monday, which is tomorrow. Holy crap. So yeah, that's going to be really fun coming out with us then, but we're not doing that right now. We're playing Monster of the Week right now. So let us get started. Mystery music. So a lot happened last time on Slaying 101. First and foremost, the thing I'm most proud of, this whole group prepared for something. It was incredible. Or worked toward a common goal. Also pretty incredible. You guys, some of you did some research. Sally, taking advantage of the Haven's many resources to read books on the Fae. I don't know who you people are anymore. Win, calling in some favors from Davian and Azariel for both weapons and information. Rex did some weird science, made some face-laying bullets. Meanwhile, Travis and Victoria, for a little bit, sought refuge at the Delta House, where some things happened that were both hilarious and magical. Victoria went into her own brain for once and began to pull at the threads of that scrying magic that Oriana had used on them, and some things happened, which we'll get to later. And then Travis also spoke to Selena, again, trying to suss out the best way to get her out of the key and back home without anything blowing up, which is a good plan. You also did some big magic altogether, which took up most of your night, to prevent Oriana from scrying on you in the future, unfortunately leaving you with brands, most of you, everyone except for Rex, on top of one of your shoulders that unfortunately don't match everyone's aesthetic, but, you know, they will keep a powerful archfey from spying on you. So I guess whatever your priorities are, that's up to you. And then ultimately you stopped at Victoria's family's restaurant, which a visit that ended in some awkward Valentine's gifts from Victoria's mom and a knife throwing game in the parking lot, which I have not forgotten about. And then Nessa and Travis, you were able to get the group to a familiar fairy circle in a park, and with your team's help, finally freed Selena from her key. As you guys got ready to plan your next move, like I said, some weird stuff happened. Selena, keeping her promise, re-enchanted the key for you, Travis, and made it even better than before. And gave Travis a little starter lesson in magic. And then Victoria grew wings and briefly teleported across the park. Like I said, a lot went on last time. So, where are you going to go from here? What would you like to do?
Where do we go?
We're going to pick back up pretty much immediately where we left off last time.
So Selena's just right there staring at us like, what do you want to do?
Just right there, sort of watching this whole thing that has just gone down with Victoria. Just like casually interested. Not really impressed at all, just kind of like, see, told you something was going on.
So we're going. If we're doing this, I do need to be. I do have classes this afternoon. So like, if we're gonna go, we gotta go and get back like real quick.
Well, didn't she say she could? for educational purposes, could we just make sure that like when we do come back, we come back like at the exact same time that we left? Would that be okay?
Certainly something I can facilitate. Perhaps not the exact moment, but close to it. A 10-minute window, really.
Great.
We can do a lot for 10 minutes.
I mean,
Sounds great.
Travis is your hootenanny here. You owe me a cookie. So, I mean, you tell us what's up.
I just word vomit and it comes back to bite me, don't I? Yeah, I mean, so what? Obviously, we want to help the Fey world out and all that. But Selena, what exactly can we do to help? I mean, where do we start?
Well, that really is an excellent question. I have not been home for many years. I can only guess as to what Regent and my sister have gotten up to while I was away. It's possible that because of everything that's happened, because of this magic that you've done, he will see me coming, but won't see you.
So are we trying to kill someone or?
Oh, that's entirely up to all of you.
I mean, we're kitted out for it right now, so I say we just go for it. Get in there, slice and dice, get back out.
It doesn't seem half cocked to anybody. Like, are we full cocked?
I mean, we were pretty prepared to, no offense, to deal with her if she went off trying to do her own thing, so. Just changing targets.
Right.
Travis looks at Selena. I told them you were cool, so.
I
Not
understand.
me.
It is very difficult to offend someone like me.
Honesty, though, like if with all of us, and then would you help if we had to take out this Regent dude?
I could assist. The problem being, again, as soon as I return, he will know. You might already be suspicious if my sister is looking through the veil between here and the wilds. He hates us very much.
Well, do you think they're going to come after you as soon as you pop back in?
Oh, I imagine so, yes.
Perfect. So we just set a trap, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got like the best
They
bait
see
we
you,
can.
they don't see us.
It's possible. It would be incredibly difficult for him to make it into my kingdom. That doesn't mean he won't try.
What if you offered a way in, trapped him inside, sort of let down the gates? I don't know how all this works. I'm just sort of, you let him in, closed off behind him, we kick their ass.
Yes, I suppose we could do that. I don't much like bringing danger that close to my people. But if you think that's the best course of action, I suppose we can try.
I mean, it's a pretty basic Fang tactic from what I've heard. So get him in a kill box, take him out.
Ah,
Haven't
yes.
actually had a chance to use it, but
The Fangs of the Beast didn't invent traps.
I don't appreciate sarcasm.
It wasn't.
Mm.
Right. Okay. We just get into formation here or something, and then just back to back it until the guy shows up. Is your sister gonna fight?
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Okay.
It's usually her prerogative to have other people fight her battles for her.
So she might send some of her own instead.
Perhaps. depending on which way she sees the tides turning.
And do you think this regent dude would come on his own, or would he bring back up? I mean, how arrogant is this guy? Does he think he can just take you out on his own?
He is incredibly arrogant and incredibly hateful, but he's not stupid.
Alright.
This is a plan that I imagine has been in motion for thousands of years, probably, on year terms.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that we gotta play it safe. If they've had that much time to put something together, I mean, they're literally waiting for it.
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm not sure how hierarchy works in the wild, but are you sure that your kingdom is still yours? Right? I mean, are there loyalists to you? Like I don't know. This is starting to sound more and more like some Civil War shit. So I'm
A fair question and a fair concern. Regent, I imagine, only teamed up with my sister because he was absolutely forced to set his plan in motion. I do wish to return as quickly as possible, because without me there, he most definitely will kill her and try to take everything for himself. Would be most unfortunate. But I don't know what he's been getting up to while I was away. I can only imagine encroaching on territory that isn't his. And while we try to be as fair as possible, I am under no illusions that everyone in the Fey Realms loves me.
All right, so main priority is to at least get you somewhere where people aren't actively trying to kill you.
If such a place exists.
All right, how long of a trek is it, I guess? From, are we just literally gonna pop into your kingdom, or are we gonna be hoofing it for a while?
I apologize. It is hard for me to put these sort of things in human terms. It will be fairly quick for us to journey into the wilds. I should be able to open a portal from here to there that we could step right through. It's a matter of actually getting the other door open on the other side. So the wilds exists as sort of a liminal space between the two. So, once they've sensed I've returned, I'll be able to get the door open, but you might be waiting around for a bit.
I have a question. It might be a dumb one, but this is a whole different realm that we're going to. Are we certain that humans can go there? Like, will there be air?
well,
Oh,
you
yes.
were there, right?
I was in the wilds, not the whole thing.
Yes, quite certain. It used to be long ago that on my sister's whim, the doors between the two realms were left entirely open. Humans often wandered in, got into a bit of trouble, and either died or we were able to usher them back out. But not from lack of air.
Right. Right. Well, I just want to make sure.
Any like customs, things we need to be aware of, like don't eat pomegranate seeds or any of that shit, like so we like don't get stuck there and all that stuff. Is any of that something we need to?
The only thing that would truly end with you being trapped there is if I died, I suppose, and couldn't send you back. Even then, you're a magical bunch. I'm sure you'd figure something out.
Right.
You all
So,
seem very hesitant. I do want to be clear. You don't have to fight this battle for us.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I owe you, right? I mean, you're the reason I have access to magic, at least in the capacity that I do. And I don't know, feels like the right thing, I think. Am I out of my depth here?
Oh, Trav's our boy. We're gonna back his play, and he owes you. So there it is.
I mean, speaking of plays, what is the end game here? Because that's what I'm a bit confused about. Are we going in to kill this person, or are we just trying to get you to where you need to go?
That, I think, is entirely up to you. The end game would be to dispatch Regent and set balance back in my realm, back to where it should be. My sister and I, in our two kingdoms, without him dreadfully hovering over us all the time.
So we need a lot of iron, which we got. And
Yes, I
how-
can smell it on you.
Oh, is it? Sorry. So is anything else gonna be helpful? Magic?
It's hard to say, not knowing what you're all capable of. But Regent is arrogant and hateful, yes, but also a coward. His favorite thing to do is hide in the darkness. His tiny corner of the Fey realm, which I'm sure has grown in my absence, is an oppressively dark, twisted place.
Old days. Okay.
Sounds like fun.
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Point him
Cool.
out. Take him down.
I just don't want to like drop you off, say, you know, good luck, and then only to have you get trapped in, I don't know, like a shoe this time.
That would be worse, I think. Well, right. Let us enter the wilds. You will take whatever time it takes for me to open the door. I have no idea what that is going to be for you, and I will take you across once the door is open, show you my home, and you can decide from there.
All right.
Come, Nessa. And she kind of holds out a hand, and Nessa takes her hand, and they walk over to this large, I don't know. It's a big tree. I don't know what kind of tree it would be, but a very big tree. And I was gonna say pine tree, but those are so thin, it doesn't really work for this. Some other tree in the park, and she holds onto Nessa's hand, kind of looks down at her, and they both raise up their other hands and kind of lay their hands on either side of the tree. And you see, kind of like you saw once before during your little time traveling adventure, a glow start to emanate kind of in this large oval shape, and this light start to swirl as they open up a portal.
Don't worry, you don't get like a upset stomach or anything. Just like walking through a curtain.
All right, well, bombs away. And Travis just walks in.
Sure. File Trav.
Everybody goes through.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I got Rex to walk through a magical portal to a
And
fairy
Rexy
land.
was definitely last and armed.
All right, so you go through with Selena and Nessa in tow, and you land on the other side as if you have walked through a curtain. And while you are here at first, you don't see anything. You're kind of in this like get some different music. You're in this almost like foggy, kind of cloudy white space. Like you can't really tell sort of what is the the ground or anything, and it kind of goes on for a while. And as you sort of look around, surrounded by all of this fog, you hear Selena's voice from next to you kind of echo through a little bit. Welcome to the wilds.
Yeah, it did not look like this when I was here.
It usually doesn't when humans are here, but I wanted to give you the choice. The fun of the wilds is that when you're in it, if you have any connection to Fey magic at all, which 2 of you do, and 2 of us are here as well, it can look like whatever you want it to. Victoria, I understand, had a nice beach trip before she was returned to you. So, where would you like to wait?
Something with open firing lanes and a lot of clear vision.
You know, it's been a while since I've been to Six Flags over Atlanta, so that would be fun.
I mean, I'm okay with the beach.
All right.
Six Flags with the attached water park, but clean.
Just to be clear, this is like where individually each of us are going to be.
You can all stay together if you wish.
Oh, okay.
Do that.
So I'm getting an amusement park with an attached water park, but on beachfront property.
Yes.
Sure.
Any other requests?
No
Get
clowns?
the... Yeah, no on the clowns. Can I like get the library from the Haven? I don't know. I feel like doing some research just in case I need to punch a fairy. No offense.
Yes, I'm sure I can connect with that. It'd be something similar.
Just like wherever the parents wait while the kids are running around. Just add the library to that.
Certainly.
I'm basically daddying this trip right now. So, time to daddy up, I guess.
Please don't say
Whatever
that
you
again.
say,
Yeah,
Danny.
don't do that anymore.
All right, daddying up.
Humans never change. And you see her sort of raise her hands and close her eyes, and then she kind of puts them together in front of her, and you see them glow just very briefly, that like soft kind of blue, almost like moonlight glow, and it kind of spreads over all of you, and you see in front of you like almost like things like rendering in front of you, like when you're moving into a new area in a video game, like things start to appear, and the wilds around you start to change. What I got in here? And you'd find yourselves standing sort of in the middle of what is now a very large, sort of brightly lit, sunny area on the white sands of a beach with this shallow, sort of crystal blue water on one side. You can feel sort of the sea breeze in your hair, and then you start to hear these mechanical sounds as to the other side, kind of off a little ways, your theme park appears with everything you would want in it except for the garbage and other people.
So heaven, I mean, but
So have fun. We'll get the door open.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to manifest a drink in my hand.
Okay, what kind of drink?
I'm thinking a pina colada.
Okay. Yeah, you focus, and you think very hard about it for a second, and it takes a moment, maybe, well, not a whole moment, maybe 10-15 seconds, and the drink doesn't appear in your hand, but you all see out of the corner of your eye, definitely weren't there before, you don't know where they came from, but walking up a person wearing this sort of like light, like white linen outfit, holding a tray with a pina colada on it. Just kind of folds it out.
Sally has drawn her sword.
Thank you. It's all right, Sal. I thought it into existence.
We have to serve the first one.
Mm.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna see if the Georgia Scorcher's here. So see y'all in a minute.
Wind takes off towards roller coasters.
Can you make a caipirinha? It's basically just like grapefruit juice and cachaça. It's pretty good, actually.
You see this this woman at the tray sort of think for a second, and then kind of take her other hand and flip the tray over and catch it again. And there's a glass sitting on it. I think so.
It's pretty good. Thanks.
Rexy slips up the gun, goes into run mode and following Win because nobody's being alone.
So Rex, carrying a big sniper rifle, also runs off towards fake Six Flags.
Vic, beach.
Sure.
Okay. And Victoria and Sally head off toward the beach. So
I think really hard about sunglasses.
Ugh.
you think really hard about sunglasses, and the woman that was standing there with the tray had begun to walk away, stops, turns around, and then reaches into an apron pocket and pulls out a pair of sunglasses and says, "Oh, I think you dropped these."
I did. Thank you so much.
Sal, do you know how to surf?
Is this like the Matrix? Can I think about that too?
I don't know, but if you don't actually know, I could probably teach you.
All right. Yeah, why not?
Girls trip.
All right, the two of you walk down to the water, and after a moment of thinking very hard, another sort of two of these people walk past you and sort of place on racks that definitely weren't there before two surfboards, and you look down and your clothes are different, and they're great for surfing. Whatever kind of suit you guys want to wear. There's
Sure.
lots of different styles.
Oh boy. Well, we do the next scene. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Yep.
All right, you're ready to teach Sally how to surf. Wynn runs to find his favorite roller coaster, the Georgia Scorcher, which is a good one. Rex following behind with a sniper rifle. You do find it. There's nobody in line.
Sweet. Goes running through the corrals to get to the.
Okay.
Rex ducks under and meets him at the front. Kind of scamper under the things, under the rails.
Right, you guys, the two of you sort of get on. You sit in the front.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't want to assume, but
When we get in, Rex twists the sniper rifle and it collapses down into the foldable and puts it away and sighs and looks.
how does Rex feel about roller coasters?
Oh, Rex, I don't know if Rex has ever been on a roller coaster. Rex has never been on one. I'm gonna say.
Really?
Well,
Sal
this
never
one-
took her to an amusement
I
park?
don't
Sally
think-
is a bad aunt. What the fuck?
I've only been out for like a year. So
I think
Did you
when
cover up?
when turns to Rex. Have you been on this one?
No.
Have you been here before?
No.
All right. Have you eaten in the last hour?
How long did it take us to get here from
I
lunch?
forgot we went to lunch right before this.
That was at least an hour ago,
Okay.
because you guys had to do some magic. So,
No, I'm good, I think.
All right, cool. You love it. My dad took me on this ride back sophomore year. Haven't been since, but I remember it being like the best roller coaster. And climbs in, buckles, like showing Rex how to buckle
Okay.
in and stuff. Yeah.
Clank.
All right, you pull the seat down sort of over yourself, buckling in the waist belt, and then after you do, suddenly next to you appears a very similar looking to the person with the tray attendant that pulls on both of them, makes sure they're secure. You know, the experience is important, and then walks over to a control panel and just says, "Have fun," and away you go. And yeah, I'm not gonna narrate a roller
Narrate
coaster.
the entire ride for me.
It's not happening. The world's shortest roller coaster. It's one loop.
Phew, that was good. All right, ready? We at least need to do at least like clink, 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 clink,
Yeah.
clink, 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 clink.
Okay. And you guys have a lot of fun, I assume. And
Yeah.
Victoria and Sally are surfing. How's it going?
Roll to surf.
Yeah, I figure Sal could probably. Actually, at this point, they could both cheat, right? Because even if they fell off their board, they don't have to go under. Like, they could just fly up and, like,
True.
not get, tumbled by the wave.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pretty good, I would imagine.
So I guess I'm imagining you guys like both surfing, and if anything goes awry, like Sally just like bailing and flying up, and Victoria just like teleporting back onto the board.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we're really fucking good at surfing.
Travis, from over near where the books are, which I'll get to in just a second, you can look out at them and be like, they're really fucking good at surfing.
Oh
Well,
shit.
you know, considering the suit that Vic is wearing, falling off would be a suit
A
accident.
real disaster.
Oh, for sure.
Sal went a little more practical, if I may say.
Wait, is that what you're surfing in? That's
Yeah.
a terrible
guys wanna
suit to
That is
Surf
what she's
surf in.
surfing in.
We got a minute to do some more shenanigans. You guys,
Sure.
I'm just kidding. We can do this for as long as you guys want. You guys want to tell us what you're wearing to surf?
Victoria's wearing a white high-waisted bathing suit that has like sort of a rope motif on the sides, like a gold rope motif. It's got a strap that comes across her waist or just above her waist with that same gold rope motif. And then it's got like two pieces of fabric that just come up and cross at her neck and go around the back. It's like kind of like a reverse halter top.
You're gonna be burned to hell across your stomach. That's gonna
And
be
a lot
just
of
terrible.
under.
This is Vic. She doesn't get burned.
It's magic.
Just like rash from the board. Oh my god.
Well, that's gonna be
this
the
sounds
greatest thing, is that
painful.
nobody's gonna get hurt and nobody's gonna get sunburned.
Exactly.
It's magic.
Victoria actually is pretty good at surfing. She has great balance, so she doesn't fall off that much.
That tracks. I like that.
Sal went a lot more practical. Just think like long sleeve, like one piece billabong, but just like, high cut and like little geometric shapes cut right about here. So a lot more practical and black, of course.
And you guys have a great time surfing. Travis.
Travis watches the two groups run off. He says, "All right, time for some quiet time. Gonna read. Who the fuck am I? When did I get like this? Oh well, there's probably gonna be snacks. Nice. I'm gonna go find some books, find some snacks, maybe a pipe. Time to daddy up." And Travis walks off.
You walk off a little ways down the beach and you find a gazebo there waiting for you. It has these sort of curtains around it that you can close if you would like, but otherwise they're sort of tied back. And this large sort of oak table on one side of it. It looks like it was pulled from a library and sort of just set down under this gazebo on the beach, stacked with several stacks of books. There is a comfy chair, and then just on the corner of the desk is sitting a pipe. And then sort of in the back of the gazebo, you see again one of these sort of indistinct people. They're all sort of tall, slender, wearing the same kind of like white linen outfit, just standing there, kind of hands crossed in front of them. Can I get you anything?
Skittles, but like with the original green flavor. I miss it. And he looks off and a single tear starts welling up in one of his eyes. God, I miss it.
Indeed.
And a sweater vest.
A classic, sir.
Thank you.
And you see them sort of hold their hands out in front of them, and then in one of them they sort of flip and materializes a tray with a large, very like Swarovski crystal glass bowl, but it's full of Skittles. And then they bring that over to you and kind of set it down on the little small table that is next to your reading chair, and then they say, "Pardon," and just kind of reach out and tap you on the shoulder, and you're wearing like an Argyle sweater vest. And it looks amazing.
All right. Let's learn some shit.
What are you trying to learn? Anything specific?
I mean, I think Travis is just gonna start with, he'll just crack open the first book he sees, and probably related to different types of and some like bigger magics, like some advanced spell casting, I think, like, you know.
Okay. Would you like to investigate a mystery, or do you just want to chill and read?
Sure.
Ah,
Heck
get it. Let's see what you find.
Sean's bullying me in our group chat.
Sean,
Sean, stop.
are
Tattletale.
you bullying?
Sean, stop.
Fucking
We all
nerd.
stick up for you. We all stick up for you. Don't worry about it.
What is it? Sharp.
I even put on the props for you.
Don't be mean.
It's a 9.
Okay. Did you find one really interesting thing?
Dope.
It can be
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you want it to be.
We can cut away and come back to that, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
find something particularly interesting in this one book, and you kind of settle down with your Skittles and your pipe and your sweater vest.
He puffs on the pipe. He's not smoking it. He's literally just like miming it, basically. He puts on like reading glasses that he just pulls from off screen somewhere. And he just,
They don't actually have lenses in them.
yeah, well, that is interesting. And then cut away.
This is very good. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to get up to? Because I don't really have anything for this. I just wanted to see what you would turn it into. And turns out it was a Six Flags with a water park next to a beach with a reading nook.
Just
That
at some
sounds-
point.
Sorry, I personally, Sid, that's all I need. That's
That
literally
sounds
all I
great.
would need in life. I'm good.
Just in the background of Travis's little vignette, though, you see Win and Rex go running past to the next roller coaster. He's like, I think the screen machine's this way. Sees like the surfing going on, sees Victoria, and like almost trips for a second, and like keeps running.
Yeah, and Rexy probably catches your elbow and is like, yeah. You see it all the time. Come on.
Oh boy.
All right. So, unless there's anything else anyone wants to accomplish.
Sal will kind of ask Victoria in the middle of the surf lessons. So what are you and Win doing in a couple days?
Like on Thursday or like on Friday?
Like the one that's a holiday?
Oh, I don't actually know. I'm never really done Valentine's Day, so I assume it's like dinner and is it just like a normal date? Like just like, oh, it's more special because it's a different day. There's flowers and chocolates and stuff.
Well, I don't So last time I celebrated Valentine's Day, it wasn't actually Valentine's Day. It was Lupercalia, and yeah, they ran around the city like just whipping women with leather thongs to make them fertile. It was weird. But yeah, I guess like dinner and flowers and stuff. That sounds good.
I mean, there might be a whip involved. I don't know.
Yeah. You get yours. But I don't know. I mean, like, do you have no like ideas or anything?
I don't have any expectations, if that's what you mean. Like, I don't know, Valentine. What we do in the sorority is Valentine's Day is for men, or is for women. Sex and blowjob day, or steak and blowjob day is for the men. That's like the month after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just get a mistake and.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
That way it's even, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I don't think that was. Thanks for the tip. Appreciate that.
Why, are you doing something for Valentine's Day?
I don't think so.
Yeah. You should take Rexy out.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a girls' night. Although, for Rexy, that'd probably just be like, we'd go find like a zombie movie or something and just like gorge out on junk food.
Yeah. I can recommend some great old movies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, put that together. Also, that basically just sounds like every time me and Rexy hang out. So that wouldn't really be much of a difference. Anyway. Oh, there's a good one.
Remember, this time don't stand so far forward on the board.
I wanted to do the hang 10 thing.
You're not ready for that.
Fine. Go back to surfing.
All right. Anybody else?
I find a turkey leg somewhere, but that's about it.
Okay.
Oh,
Get a turkey leg.
elephant ear.
Mm. All right. You all, after a while, reconvene.
We slow run out of the water with the surfboards.
It's magically possible.
Yeah, we make it in slow motion. It does. Like, it's really weird. Like, wait, am I hallucinating?
Yeah, and the rest of us are still moving normally.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. and
Are
Rexy's
they
got
okay?
cinnamon everywhere. Temporal distortion? That physics is weird.
All right.
Like baby oil in water.
After the slow run, you all reconvene. I'll say in Travis's study.
What the fuck is this?
Travis has managed to pluck out all of the green Skittles out of the bowl. And
You
he's
see-
just reading.
Travis has done this, and you see one of these people that have been helping you out so far sort of appear behind him briefly and be like, "Sir, I would have brought you just a bowl of the green ones."
That's all right. That's part of the fun. It's like when you eat a bowl of Captain Crunch with the berries in it, but you eat around it, and you could get the oops all berries, but like the fun is eating the Captain Crunch first and then having the berries left in like the milk that now also kind of tastes like berries. It's a whole thing.
I think I understand. They turn around and walk away. They like 3 steps away, and they just dematerialize.
What's up, sweater vest daddy?
All right, I don't like the daddy thing anymore. Never say that again. It's not fun when you say it.
I think it's very fun. Win thinks
Hate
it's fun
that.
too.
Hate that. Hate that even more.
What?
You were researching?
I blacked out there.
Yeah, some pretty interesting stuff here.
Like what? What you got? Also, I'm having some of your Skittles.
Yeah, and Rex
do you got?
grabs one and eats one and goes, "What's wrong with these green ones? They don't taste right."
You take that back.
Rex has probably never had one of these in her life, so
They're
that's
so
why
young. So young.
it's wrong.
And just as one more goof before we get back on topic, Wynn does start thinking about weed for a second just to see if it and then as they appear, he's like, no, never mind, and just like watches them go away.
They don't even look confused when you do it either. Like you just see someone, like you all just see someone carrying a tray sort of walking towards you. And they stop. And then just turn around and walk the other way. And then they disappear.
Rex looks heartbroken.
So what's the plan?
We're still waiting, right?
Oh yeah, no, I was just doing research while we had the time. It's not often I get some quiet time to myself as the the smart leader of the group.
I thought we discussed that that is not the case.
All right, find the leader.
No, I mean
Ryan.
the fact that you're never alone.
Wait, what? I'm
Was
sorry.
that a threat?
I mean, no,
Rob
wait.
is actually confused.
No, we talked about this last week. I said I saw you like spending a lot of lonely nights.
But,
Yeah.
but technically, this time he is alone. Rex pipes in because Nessa is off with Sedona. Is that her name? No.
Selena.
Sedona is a character
I know,
from our
I know,
Friday.
dude. Too many. Too
You
many
did it
games
last
is, like,
week, and I didn't
free.
want to say anything.
I did it.
Did
I
you?
This is actually Monster of the Week is canceled for the week. This is an intervention.
Exactly. That's all right. I call Morgan Megan all the time. It's so bad. So bad. Anyway.
Well, we don't know how long we're gonna be here.
Yeah, I figured I'd take full advantage because it's not often that we actually have some like downtime without something going horribly wrong, like a park full of vampires or like a Striga, and I exhaust my the deli guy doesn't even talk to me, or the butcher doesn't even talk to me anymore, man. Like not after that. I lost some good friends in that.
Dr. Marcel, he'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I know actual sexy vampires.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
for
you
like
do.
about 120 years.
So do we have like a loading bar or like an ETA on how long this is going to take?
As you're standing around having this conversation, you hear the soft pitter patter of little footsteps across the sand, and you see pink hair everywhere in the wind, sort of running across the beach towards you. Nessa, almost done.
Well, hey, kid. Look at that. How's that for convenient?
Did you have fun?
Great.
Yeah.
I like this place.
You gotta be back?
Yeah, but I want to go home. I
Well,
miss my tree.
you have a tree?
Mhm.
In the realm or back in our realm?
Well, both, but at home.
Do you like live inside of it?
Yeah.
Do you like baked cookies?
Oh, I was just gonna ask that.
Right?
Well, no, I'm not usually allowed to have the fire.
Right. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Living in a tree and all, yeah.
Sort of blows that all wide open.
Wait, how did they make them then?
Oh my god, it is
Solar
a
oven.
cartoon character.
Solar oven. Just saying.
Oh, that's nice.
Or like no baked cookies or something.
Get her an easy bake oven.
What's that?
Oh, it's great. It's a little oven. And
Sal thinks really hard for a second.
I'm so sorry, LB.
on the desk next to a stack of the books. The books are sort of displaced and put on top of another stack of books, and there's just a little easy bake oven sitting there.
Yes, that.
It's so small.
Be
Mhm.
careful with those. You can still burn yourself, all right? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can burn yourself. I don't know how that works.
I never tried.
You'll probably be fine.
Start. Not
But don't
start.
try.
So we're almost ready. Are you ready to go?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yes. Unless there's time for another massage. No? All right.
Okay. Come on.
Can I think to dry clothes like what I was wearing before?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Victoria sees Sal do that, and she goes, oh, yeah.
I mean, you can keep
Uh,
wearing that. I don't think anyone will mind. So you do you.
As they're thinking their clothes dry, Travis is just like cleaning up the little reading nook, trying to put things where he found them. And the book that he had open, he's just, oh shit, and then he like runs over to a notebook, rips a page of it out, and just starts like taking notes on like the last page that he was on.
Okay. All right. You write your information down, and you all get ready to go. Those of you that were in other clothes, you want to think yourselves back to the clothes you were wearing before? You don't have to.
No. I want to wear something cooler. I don't know what it is, but I'll think of something.
Okay. On the way, following Nessa, Victoria thinks really hard and changes clothes again into something really cool.
Oh, it's like I'm wearing a Black Widow cosplay, basically, without the
Okay.
hair. Like zip up, black, tactical.
So
Rexy- Rexy-
another cat suit is what I'm
Yeah.
getting. Is
Yeah,
that we're
yeah,
just
yeah.
going back to this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the third time.
Rexy dreams something out of the oven.
What is it? A little cookie.
A brownie, and he splits it with Gwyn.
Wait.
Wait, a brownie or a brownie?
A brownie.
Pocket.
Same thing with Rex. Takes an evidence bag out of her kit. And starts-
Okay.
Funnily enough, that
Lots of-
kind of echoes my first experience of having a brownie. So no, it's fine.
Anybody else want cool clothes for this adventure? You guys know this will work because I let Victoria come back wearing a bikini last time.
I already have my duster.
Full Spartan battle armor.
Nice.
Okay.
No, just kidding. No, that wouldn't be one style.
And Rexy
Oh,
already
I'm disappointed.
has
So is
lycra and
Victoria.
yeah, it's just basically it's pretty much the Victoria outfit too.
Sally thinks of the coolest possible thing she can think of, which is what she wears every day, mofos. Come on!
Hell yeah. All right. Travis, are you keeping your sweater vest
With the duster over it.
underneath the duster?
2 dusters.
I think Travis.
Two dusters.
Travis, as he goes to the duster's on a coat rack, and I think he goes to do the reverse of what Mr. Rogers does when he goes into his house, where he puts his shoes back on, he ties them up real nice, like humming to himself, takes the sweater vest off, hangs it up, grabs the duster and puts it back on, and says, "All right, boners, I'm ready to go."
I'm a big fan of Dad Travis. Okay, Travis yells at you all, and Nessa is like standing there very impatiently, and then just grabs onto probably the edge of your duster because it's the most accessible to her. She's very small, and starts pulling you across the beach. You make your way up, off of the beach, sort of up some stairs and around a corner, sort of into the center of this, kind of where you were all standing before. And you see Selena standing there again, sort of leaning up against a concrete wall of like one of these buildings that would be part of the theme park, just with one hand, and you can see this like glow kind of pulsing all across the wall, kind of running through like the grout and everything. And she turns around and looks at all of you and says, Are you ready?
Sure.
Think so.
Shing.
All right. Here we go. And she turns and puts the other hand on the wall, and you see it start to glow very, very brightly. And then in front of you again, sort of a portal opens up. And away we go. Come on, Nessa. And she sort of takes her hand and steps through. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Yerp. Yerp.
All right. So you all step through the portal, and you sort of see in front of you very briefly just this kind of light flash of blue light. And as you step through, your feet land on what feels like a sort of polished stone floor. You all walk through, and you're in this large circular stone room, and it is huge, probably ceilings 100 feet up. And above you can sort of look up, and you see this circular glass ceiling through which you can see the night sky and the moon sort of beaming down on you. It is an intricate room, kind of along the floor, in different colors of stone. There is like this mosaic of the night sky and the moon, and along the walls as well. Um, and you see Selena sort of walk in and kind of look around, and then turn back at you. Welcome to my home.
Fancy digs.
Yeah. Pretty nice. Stood up a couple thousand years. That's good craftsmanship.
Yes. Well, I imagine you want to see the rest of it, and I would very much like to see what damage has been done.
We're in your realm now. Do you want us to call you Milady or something?
Oh, I don't care. I've never been very fond of titles. You may call me what you wish, so long as it's polite enough.
Lead the way.
Right. And she starts to walk over toward one side of this tower, where you can see kind of along the wall this spiral stone staircase kind of going up. And she makes her way up. You make your way up and up, kind of around the edges of the tower to until you are sort of very close to this glass ceiling. And against the wall on one side, there's a set of double doors, which she flings open and kind of walks out onto this large balcony. And if you all follow her out, you are sort of looking out from the tallest point of the Fey realm. You can see from where you stand pretty much everything. You can sort of see these very evident, as you look out kind of across the lands, these very evident borders where different areas of the realm are split. Below you, you are looking out across this tall silver city, sort of tall buildings, everything sort of shiny and clean. And down below, just a little bit, you can see people moving about, sort of these little spots of light and things like that. And above, this bright, huge full moon that is kind of shining down off of everything, making it glitter. Across from you, where you can see sort of the border of this area stop, there is another space past that where the color changes. It's hard to make out any details from where you are, but it looks like there is essentially a line around this section, and then everything across that line is sort of bathed in sunlight. It is all trees and nature, essentially. It looks like this sort of natural realm. You can see parts of these like huge treetops kind of shifting and moving, and then off in one corner, kind of off to the your right direction. Has no meaning here. The sort of one edge of the kingdom that Selena rules, you can see just this spot of like black, just this darkness that is sort of, the border there is less clean, and it looks like it's almost like kind of seeping over the edge. And she looks around, and you can see Nessa kind of pulling herself up on the railing, kind of looking out towards the sunshine and the trees that are across in a different part of the realm. And then you see Selena kind of look to the side. It's worse than I thought. Do you see that? She kind of points.
Is that what's his ass?
That would be him. That was much smaller, almost non-existent when I left. Not good.
He hasn't totally overrun the place, so that's good, right?
Yes, the defenses we've set up should hold him back, but not forever. I should explain. The realms used to be split between my sister and I. I over here, in the dusk, her over there, in the dawn. Regent was under me as a dark fae for a while, and did not like it. Did not like me, did not like my sister, did not like the humans we let come and go. And now he's throwing a tantrum.
So, what do you want us to do in this situation? Keep watch? Do you sleep? Is that a thing? Like,
Oh no. No,
okay.
It's unnecessary. Though pleasant at times.
Sure. Is he brazen enough to try and shank you in your own house?
Well, 1,000 years ago I would have said no, but I don't know. Without being here longer, it's impossible for me to say what he's gotten up to recently. He was always a bit mad. It's possible he's gone even more so. So, the way I see it, you have two options. We can wait for him to come to me, or you can go to him.
I don't really like the idea of going into a place that we're not familiar with when we're already not familiar with anything here.
Not to mention it being his home turf. Yeah.
I'm still voting for lure him in.
Can we even see over there?
Could we?
With the right magical supplements, maybe. It's not your average night time in his world.
If he shows up over here, is it gonna go like all like spooky dark too?
I don't know. He carries a sort of aura of shadow around him. I don't know how far it would extend, but it's a danger, especially to you who can't see through it.
This is the kind of thing that can't be accomplished with like flashlights or torches or something. It's like magical darkness.
Very.
Could you teach Travis how to like help us, like, I don't know, be able to see in that, or like lighten it so it's not there? Or I don't. How does this magic stuff work? I don't know.
We could potentially perform a ritual that would at least temporarily grant you that sort of ability. If you want to spend the time. And I'm almost certain there will be a cost involved.
What kind of cost?
Well, most magic comes at a cost. The things humans do with it are just usually so insignificant they don't notice.
Sure, average, median magic cost.
Well, something like that. If you're going to use the channeling of the moon, will probably require some sort of blood sacrifice. It must be from a willing participant, probably more than one of you. I mean, it's not going to kill you, but it will hurt.
Can't just do like a light spell or something? D&D makes this look so simple.
If only.
Shit.
I can't help with the magic, but I can at least help with that.
Yeah, I can bleed.
I'll help with the magic.
I mean, you tell me where I'm needed, I guess.
Trav, are
So-
you alright with this?
I mean, if there's not going to be any long term, like if they're losing a little bit of blood, that's all well and good. But like they're not going to, have long term complications from making a sacrifice, are they? Feels
mean-
really weird and sinister.
I mean,
Like I said, willing creatures only. I mean, nothing more that can normally go wrong with your magic channeling. You take that risk upon yourself all the time.
I'm used to having to do a little blood offering for spells, so it's not a big deal.
All right. Sure. Imbue me with the powers of the light.
The moon.
The moonlight.
Is Travis becoming Sailor Moon?
What's that?
I do have the costume in his size. I'm just saying. Do it back at the shop. Anytime. We'll set
I'm
you
already
up.
picturing it. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let us know what you need.
We'll do this in the tower. The glass focuses light. Follow me. And she starts to move sort of back down the stairs towards that area with the mosaic. And you see her sort of stand in the center and again kind of put her hands together and then reach out towards the floor. And you see the different kind of stones in this mosaic start to glow, especially these, which I guess you all have seen before because you may or may not have used one to trap a demon. Moonstones, all scattered along. You guys know what these are. You stole some from a museum that one time.
Yeah.
I had
Good
forgotten about that.
times.
But these moonstones sort of start to glow. Right. Position yourselves here, and she starts to kind of point and form you into this shape. It's hard to tell what it is, but you're essentially kind of standing at different points in the room, kind of all across from each other. So we're gonna call this big magic. I'm gonna need spread across all of you. I'm gonna deal out 4 harm. And I'm gonna have one of you roll to use magic. And one of you roll to help. Regardless of the number on the use magic roll.
Can I take all 4 harm?
When would take pause with that?
You guys can talk about it.
Does it ignore armor, or would it just be 4 harm?
Oh, it ignores armor.
Okay,
We're gonna take 4 total.
4 total. I mean, give me at least 2 or 3.
And I will say, like normal, taking all 4 at once will, that's super unstable.
Okay.
So
That's a lot of blood, Sal. I mean, I know that you can take a beating, but that's a lot. At least let us help.
Can I do half at least?
And
And then we'll spread it out.
All right.
me and you win. We'll take
Give the
others,
rest.
maybe.
That's fine. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Fine.
So I'll take one.
Take one.
I'll take 2, ignore armor, but I'm immortal, so it's just 1.
Lego.
All right. So disperse that amongst yourselves. Nobody too badly damaged. 3 harm total amongst 3 of you. Pretty good. And then I'm gonna have somebody roll to use magic and somebody roll to help. I'll say the people that are taking the harm, if you want to be the person to help, you can.
It's cool, right?
It is cool. But you don't have to be because there may be negative consequences and you guys have already gotten hurt. So
I don't mind doing it. I just have a +0.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm -1. Who knows?
I have a 0, but I
might.
can also help with up to +2. So if it's a 8 or a 5, I can also help get it up to a success.
Oh yeah, you can add +2.
Mhm.
Up to you.
it depends on what you guys want to bank it on because I'm going to have you make the roll regardless of the use magic roll, which I am
Oh.
assuming Travis is making.
So we have to roll to help no matter what. We can't wait
Yeah,
to see the
somebody's
results.
somebody else is getting wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
I can take the punishment. I got a +3. I should
Yeah.
do it.
I could take a +1 forward to those and use magic rolls, so I could turn that into a 12. I don't know what that would get me, but I can do it.
Did you advance the use magic move when you leveled up at any point? Because there's stuff for a 12
Oh,
plus.
true. Even as a result of big magic.
Yeah, because you're rolling use magic. If you had advanced that as one of your level ups, then you can do the +12.
I didn't have magic at the time. No, I didn't do it.
That's okay. We'll just treat it as a 10 plus. It's just
Okay.
it works that issue.
Cool.
Who wants to wrap themselves up in that?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I can take punishment if it happens.
Roll.
Cool.
Plus cool.
7.
Okay, so to help you expose yourself to trouble or danger. Danger. Okay, so this music is not spooky enough. All right. So you all stand at these points around the tower, and with Selena's help, Travis, you start to channel this spell, kind of almost in like a call and response, kind of repeating after what she is saying, kind of way, and she encourages you to kind of keep up this repetition. And after sort of a few rounds with it, you kind of fall into it and it almost becomes like very natural as you start to channel this. And you can sort of feel in your, are you holding the key or do you have it tucked away still?
Yeah, I'd be holding it.
Yeah, okay. So in your hands you sort of see the key glow with this bright sort of blue, almost whitish light that's kind of matching the moonlight that is cascading down on all of you and kind of casting shadows across the floor. Those of you that are a part of the sacrifice, you feel as you're standing there as Travis starts to channel this, you can all of you are sort of involved in this, and you can all from the different points of the room sort of feel kind of in the center of your chest, like right in your sternum, you can feel this kind of pull. It doesn't hurt per se, but there is this sort of almost like magnetic energy that is just very vaguely pulling you kind of in the direction of Travis. But you stand there, sort of feet rooted to the ground, as Selena starts to also mutter what Travis is muttering under her breath and kind of move around to all of you. Rex and Win and Sally, she just very briefly walks up to you and just gently places a hand, sort of one by one, on your shoulder and then takes it away. And as she does, there's no like visible blood and there's no sort of anything like that, but there is just like it is almost like when she touches you, you can feel like some of the energy draining out of you, and it maybe stings. It maybe leaves you kind of a little short of breath. And she does this sort of to the three of you, and then walks sort of by you, Victoria, who are helping with this channeling, kind of very briefly lays a hand on you, and you don't feel anything extra, any extra sort of like loss or anything, but on your back, sort of in the place where those wings had sprouted from you before, you do feel this like warmth just for a moment. And then she walks back to the center and walks up to you, Travis, and sort of reaches out and just kind of lays her hands on the sides of your arms. And then you feel this like surge of energy. And for everyone else who's kind of standing around, you see Travis and the spot that he's standing in, like sort of like the key was, but sort of all over start to glow, just like very briefly. And then you all look down and you can see like your hands and kind of the spot on the floor that you're standing in start to glow as well, and then lighting up in these lines that you didn't see before. There is this blue glow again on the floor that starts to connect these lines between all the three of you, drawing out some sort of angular figure. Not entirely sure what it is. And then it settles. Okay. That should be it.
What is it exactly?
It should let you see if darkness falls. You're all much sturdier than I gave you credit for.
It's in our first magical rodeo.
As you reconvene in the center of the room, you look around at each other and you notice all of your friends' eyes, their irises, sort of whatever color they used to be before, are now this like crystal blue.
Whoa.
The thing?
So Rex, I think, already had blue eyes, so hers are just like slightly lighter.
I think 3 of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of you have blue eyes. So, but they're really light and spooky.
Holy. Travis, your eyes look weird. You look like a completely different person with blue eyes.
Did you get contacts?
All right. Well, Sally was less insulting, so.
I didn't say it was bad.
Oh, sorry. I thought weird was kind of a giveaway there.
Wrong with weird?
I don't know. I feel like I've gotten weirder since this adventure started.
Rexy's actually making
Advanced
like
weird.
Rexy's actually making like sounds and like trying to see if there's like glow on her hand when she puts it up to her eye.
Rex, you did magic.
I was magicked.
Well, I mean, you participated.
I know. It's weird.
You powered magics.
Whoa.
All right. I can live with that, maybe? To see in the dark?
And
What
I'll
else
say,
can these do? Can I like see through things? Like X-ray vision?
not
Victoria crosses her arms.
Not quite. In any regular dark room, you should be able to see just fine, and they should pierce to a degree what Regent is able to do. And I don't know that any of you had the sort of poor vision problems that some humans tend to have, but those should at least be temporarily corrected.
Cool.
Can I still see ghosts?
I don't know, can you?
I could before.
And I suppose if I find a ghost, I'll let you know. It shouldn't have interfered with any pre-existing abilities.
right.
It's gonna go, or is this just gonna last while we're on this realm?
It's not permanent. No.
Alright. Might be hard to explain if we go back.
Context.
So, you all are wanting to set a trap?
Yeah.
More or less. Yeah.
It seems like the best plan. Is there a place around here that would be best to do that?
Well, as much as I hate to suggest it, because this place is very dear to me and took very long to build, this tower is the most contained space we have in the city. One way in, one way out.
Let's do it here.
Just to ask, like, you don't want to reach out to your sis and see what's going on there at all? Or are we dealing with this asshole first?
But I could certainly try, though I do not know where she stands at the moment. I could find out. As she says this, Sally. What did you roll on your Destiny's Plaything? It was a full success, right?
Uh-huh.
And you've just exposed yourself to trouble or danger.
I did.
Oh, jeez.
I tend to do that.
Oh, man. Ah, beans, Sally. As she says this to you, as soon as you mention her sister, you feel this like sort of tingling at the base of your spine, and then the brand that Travis put on your shoulder starts to heat up and like burn. It doesn't cause you any harm, but you can sort of feel like something is trying to like almost like push in at the base of your neck.
Ow, 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 burn, ah.
Are you okay?
And
Is
then
this a Voldemort thing?
and then everything in front of you briefly goes that sort of light moonlit color again, and you hear a familiar whispering voice, because you've done a few demon phone calls to them. You know, the guy that you work for, Zatheron. You hear just very briefly in your ear say, "He knows. You don't have much time. He brings 7 with him." And then it fades.
He's coming. We ain't no time for a trap. He's got 7, 8 total. We gotta pack up. Let's bottleneck him best we can. Where's the entrance? And she'll just like start just getting into motion.
The door's
Whoa.
here.
But
What? How?
Don't ask. All right, let's do this.
All right. You are the lady. Let's go.
Whoever's got iron and I guess magic, if that's gonna fucking help. I don't know. She'll just she's got her sword.
Anybody got a spare knife? Iron knife they can toss me?
I got a magic one.
She's got a pistol.
Oh yeah, magic
I
bullets.
have. Oh, that's true. I do have my gun.
We could have made some iron bullets for your gun too.
Okay.
sorry, what am I supposed to do?
You fuck with their heads?
Yeah, can you like mind meld them? Burn them out from the inside?
Kinda.
Do that. That'd be rad.
I'll try.
Just
Maybe-
do that and stay up. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. I can fly.
Oh yeah.
You fly or teleport?
I can teleport. I don't think I can actually fly.
No, you can teleport to a place you've seen though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there anywhere
You
like
just did
up
the fun
above?
flying the first
Yeah.
time.
What?
Is there anywhere up above, like a ledge or rafters
I'll
or
just hang
anything?
back.
There is the sort of thin stairs that kind of spiral up the outside edge of the tower. So like around the room essentially is like this like spiral staircase that you guys walked up before that leads to that door that goes out to the balcony. There's no railing on it or anything. It's just this kind of very thin set of stairs that goes up and up and up and up about 100 feet or so.
Are we sure they're coming from the ground?
Is there any other way inside?
No, one way in, one way out.
Would they be able to come up that window?
Not even Regent can break through that glass.
Right.
All right. Bottleneck it is.
Yeah. Sal and I'll take up front.
Lexi's gonna look for somewhere to hide.
Victoria will go to win. Just don't die.
I'll try not to. I think I've had enough of that for 1 month. Just stay up out of the way. All right.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, right.
All right, so you all take your positions. Rex sort of around the very edge of the tower. This moonlight kind of like cascades down into like most of the center, so it creates these like shadows. So you could get like up under where the lowest stairs are.
Perfect. I was
It's dark
just
under
gonna
there.
ask that, but you had said it was like glass or whatever, so I was like, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
there's kind of spots around the edge where the light creates shadows. So you hide. Victoria goes up top. Win and Sound near the door, I assume.
Like either side of the door, swords out.
Okay. Travis.
Um,
Trav, can you tuck back but still get good line of sight by the door?
yeah, you got it. And I'll just do whatever Sal says.
Okay. So you kind of get
Sweet.
back behind
Yeah.
us. Selena stands in the center of the room and then kind of takes Nessa by the hand and kneels down. Kind of puts hands on the side of her face and says, "Now it's time for you to go home. You know where to hide. I'll come find you." And Nessa just kind of nods and says, "Okay." And gives her a little kiss on the cheek. And then they both sort of simultaneously snap. And Nessa kind of vanishes in this little sparkly cloud, leaving some glitter on the floor. All right. Last chance. If you're going to
What?
leave, now's the time.
I don't think we have that choice. What can you do? Can you hold them back? Can you hurt them?
I'll do what I can. And you see her kind of crack her knuckles a little bit and stand and face the door as from outside you hear some raised voices kind of coming through this large stone door. And underneath the crack of it, you see this almost like smoke, but is jet black, just kind of start to creep under the crack of the door and through the center where the doors come together. And that is where we're going to take a break. So thanks for hanging out with us so far, everybody. We will be back in a very, very short few minutes, I imagine, based on the energy in the room right now. So hang out with us. We're going to refresh really quick. And when we come back, Regent will arrive. Stick around. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. We are going to jump right back in where we left off. Because I get the impression that you're trying to kill this guy, I will let you all know you've taken the time, you took the risk, you made the sacrifice, you did some very big magic. Which essentially for you all is going to mean that when the darkness falls and the shadows that you see coming under the door start to roll in, you will be able to see to some degree. For anything that is not right up on whatever you're attacking, you're going to have a -1 ongoing. And that applies also for any read a bad situations and any protection moves or anything like that for someone who is not right next to you.
So
It's very dark in here.
Our ranged people, unless they get closer, can't. They're just a -1 right
Just
now.
a -1.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, well done on that. Good line of thought. Love it very much because you guys just straight up weren't going to be able to see anything. But some of you are very good at magic. Good job. All right, we are going to get back into it. So placed around the room, 2 of you next to the door, 1 of you up on the stairs, and 2 of you sort of farther away. You see these tendrils of like jet black smoke peeking under the door and kind of through the cracks in the stone. And the raised voices outside you hear for just a moment, and then suddenly they just stop. And everything goes kind of eerily silent around you. And then you hear this creaking and scraping as these large stone doors start to open, and kind of across the floor, covering up the stone, the mosaic, and this like faint glow that was left in the moonstones, you see just this black, like darker than anything you have ever perceived before, kind of creep across and make its way kind of up around your feet. And walking in, you see a man, tall like Selena, probably even a little bit taller, and much like she is sort of humanoid, but almost a little like hard to perceive when you look at him, or where she has this kind of soft like light glow. He has these uh, kind of angular features and this just darkness that kind of emanates off of him, almost like he is like sucking the light out of the room. He steps in these dark boots, just kind of clicking across the floor, and kind of stands there in the threshold between you, Win, and Sally, and just stands calmly, not really moving, and kind of looks around, kind of scanning the room. And you see sort of in this darkness of his face, these like purple eyes, sort of like glowing purple, kind of looking around and scanning the room. And then just in this kind of soft voice, he says, "Hello, cousin." And Selena looks at him from the center of the room, and again, very calmly, "Hello, Regent. Kind of you to join us." And he doesn't really say anything else. He just kind of huffs and continues to kind of look around, kind of leaving the room in silence for a moment. Do you do anything?
You've got one chance to get the fuck out of here.
You hear a little bit of a laugh come from him. "Do you think I didn't see you there?"
No, I figured as much.
"What is a demon like you doing in a place like this?"
Waiting for you, asshole.
I'll shoot him.
You shoot him? Okay. Roll to kick some ass with a -1 ongoing.
Over here. Come to me, silly thing. Tough button. And -1, do you type it in? There's no scrolly
Yeah.
bar.
Yes, you can type it into the little.
-1. Submit.
Where did my move go?
Oh, fudge. All right.
You got a 5.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you fire off the mega taser. You all hear the familiar sound of the. Are you using the taser or using the gun?
Sniper rifle because of
Okay.
the lead bullets.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, you all hear a gunshot ring out from across the room, and a bullet flies towards Regent, and almost imperceptibly, I think, because you can move almost this fast, Sally, I think you can see him do this. The rest of you don't even see his hand move, but he throws a hand up in front of his face, and you see sort of hovering in midair right here, 2 inches from his face, this large bullet from a sniper rifle. Do you think I can't see you back there?
He shrugs.
Cute. He sort of closes his fingers and jerks his wrist a little bit, and you all hear the same sound of a gunshot again, and then Rex, you feel this horrible pain in your shoulder as the bullet from in front of him disappears and this blood starts to spread out. How much harm does your gun do?
Redonkulous. I think it's 4. Let me double check.
Am I?
I will say it wouldn't be with your sneaky.
Right.
Because you can't hide in the shadows from a guy who commands the shadows. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Am I near Rex?
Yeah.
Or are the two of us close enough to one another?
Yeah, you guys are sort of back there together.
I think as soon as if it pleases the court, as soon as he sees Regent catch the bullet,
Mm-hmm.
and start to turn his attention back toward Rex, Travis runs over to protect Rex with
Okay.
this nifty little thing I don't often get to do called a shield spell.
Ooh, what'd that do?
When I protect someone, I gain +2 armor against any harm that is transferred to me, and it doesn't stack with any other armor.
Okay. So you would
So-
have 2 total.
Yeah.
So it won't stack with the adjuster. Okay.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Yeah, time is fluid here. What does it look like?
I think Travis kind of just holds out his arm like he's gonna mom arm Rex, and because apparently I'm the party dad and mom now. I don't really understand.
Party parent.
I've done it to myself. He just sort of like holds out his arm, and it kind of has. It almost looks like a Captain America shield to it. You can tell Travis tailored the spell this way.
I love
But he
that.
just sort of like holds it out with this like weird looking circular glowing purple shield, basically.
Okay. Yeah, so you all hear this as he sort of closes his hand and turns his wrist, this gunshot go off. And Rex, you feel that sort of pain in your shoulder, but you look down and there's nothing there. And it almost immediately fades as this sort of Captain America-esque shield has sort of coalesced in front of you. So you don't take any harm, but Travis, you will take 2 because Rex's gun does 4. But so you all can kind of see, or those of you that are nearby, I guess. So Rex, you can see this because no one else is that close. But you can see this this like blood start to spread out kind of across, soaking into the duster a little bit.
Ow. Rex, that is a hell of a gun.
Yeah.
All right, we tried to be
Sorry.
nice. I'm just gonna run straight at him and go for it.
Okay. Sally runs straight at Regent. You and Wynn just hear him say under his breath, "Well, Rex shot first." And you, what? Attack him with your big sword, maybe?
My big iron sword, my huge ass
Okay.
iron sword.
Yeah, he does know your name. He's super magical.
Okay.
Roll to kick some ass.
Okay, so I ran at him, so I have a +1 ongoing. I have a +1 forward from before, so it's a +2.
Yes.
Okay. That's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, if you roll a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. I don't want to assume.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna inflict terrible harm.
Okay.
And so that is a +5 plus one more. That's a 6 harm.
Okay. That's a little bit of an ouch. You all see Sally sort of moving towards him as this darkness kind of spreads out and covers the room, kind of wrapping around all of you. Again, you can see through it, sort of. You know where all of your friends are. You can sort of parse what is going on, but everything is a little... It's just a little wibbly wobbly in here, we'll say. But you all see Sally very clearly with this big iron sword sort of run preternaturally fast, and bring it down on top of Regent. He throws up his arms to kind of catch you, and you can see he's wearing these like huge like black metal gauntlets kind of wrapped very tightly around his like forearms, and he catches you, but the sword sort of cuts through the plating and like slices into both of them, and you can feel him kind of take a step back. As this happens, he sort of pushes the sword away and then grabs you by your two shoulders, and you see this darkness of his face kind of contort, and this huge like toothed maw just opens with these large like black kind of shadowy teeth, and he just bites down right onto your shoulder. You are going to take 3 harm from that.
Ignore armor or just regular 3?
What is your armor total?
My armor is 2, and then I take a -1 from harm for immortal.
Okay, so it's 1 piercing, so you're going to take the 1 no matter what. But
Okay.
so as he grabs onto you, he sort of latches down and just bites down this huge, like, nasty maw, crunches down kind of onto Sally's shoulder, and it's not the worst. You can feel it, but it as he lets go, you have felt something similar like this once before, sort of where the wound is. As it starts to heal over just a little bit, you feel this like stinging in it, as it starts to sort of heal over and then kind of opens back up, and you can feel blood start to drip down your arm. While he's got a hold of Sally, what are the other ones of you doing? Wynn's right there. Victoria's on the stairs.
Wynn was just coming up from the other side to stab as well. Also keeping an eye out because Sal said there were 7 other people coming. So looking around to see if there's anybody else coming in. But if don't see anybody else, going straight for this guy.
Okay. I'm just gonna have you roll just real quick, since you're looking around, to read a bad situation.
You know how good I am at sharp things. Okay. That's a 9.
Okay, so I think you get 1 hold. Yeah, you get 1 hold to ask a question. We can flavor that as I'm looking around to see if I see reinforcements.
Yeah, other dangers we haven't noticed.
Okay. Yeah, so you look around just very briefly as you are moving in to help Sally out, and you see as these shadows are kind of filling the room up higher on the walls, sort of where they haven't reached yet, you see these smaller shadows just like very quickly like flit, like something is kind of flying by, like kind of flit around. You look up and you see a few things through that glass ceiling fly overhead very quickly and kind of go past. So you know there is something
Getting above us?
in your vicinity. They're not currently in the room, they're outside the glass.
Okay. They're outside the glass. Haven't made it in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So just yells out, "We got more incoming!" And yeah, we'll go and slash at this dude.
Okay.
Wait, before I do that, does it look like they're going towards the door up top? Because there's the balcony up there. The direction they were going, do they look like they're going towards that balcony?
Hmm?
Okay.
would
That'll
say
change
that's
things.
because that door is on the same wall as the door that that Regent came through. So we'll say they're flying that general direction.
Okay. Then no, that's not what I'm going to do. He goes, yells that, and then says, "Bilal, get me up there," and is going to. I don't know if I do the shape shifting or the no limits, whichever one's cooler.
That's up to you. I can't tell you which one's cooler.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the no limits and try to like super run like Sal up the steps.
Okay.
To get up there.
Since you said Belial get me up there, I'm also going to try to flavor this as Belial helping you. But yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll plus weird.
Yeah,
When
and
you
that's
push
how I
your body
wanted.
past its physical limits.
I think everything weird Wind does right now is Belial based.
Okay.
So
Great.
that's an 11. Do I get a +1 for acting on the information that I? Is that this game? No.
For read a bad, yeah.
You get
Is
a
it?
+1. Oh, for read a bad situation? Yes, you get +1 ongoing while the information is relevant.
Cool.
Don't you also get a +1 for stuff for fighting monsters?
Only if it's a demon.
Only if it's a demon. Okay, I understand.
Actually,
Or
I get
do
+1 on
I?
a couple of places. Actually, I think I do get a +1 for that too. There's a lot of things that give me +1s. It's kind of ridiculous. So I think it's a 12 either way.
So, but yeah, but you got -1 too, right? For
No.
that roll.
Now we're up close, so we don't get it.
No, yeah,
oh,
that's
it's
just gonna
only
be on.
us. Okay,
Yeah, on
okay.
on like attacking him because you're
Cool.
you're fur away.
All right, sweet.
Did you guys know there were rules to this game?
We're figuring it out.
You'd think I would know by now. Okay, so yeah, that's a 12. I mean,
Okay.
that just lets you continue to do it for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
which is fine. So yeah, you call out and you say, Belial, help me get up there, and you just like from behind you, and I guess Sally, you're probably not paying so much attention, but I think you hear this. You just hear that little giggle that Belial does, and he's like really happy to be in a situation he's in, and you all see Wynn's shadow after a moment sort of extending up along the wall, kind of out of this like cloud that he has sort of put over the room and is like catching up to him. But Belial's a shadow. He lives in this. And when you sort of feel this this tug and you are able to just sort of the parkour up the wall, I guess, like wall run, with Belial's help, him sort of essentially like sticking you to the wall, using this, like drawing from the shadows that are around him, because that's also what he's made of. And he sort of pulls you up, and you're able to kind of scramble up and grab onto that ledge and kind of fling yourself up onto the ledge where the door out into the balcony is.
Okay.
Okay.
When Travis hears him say that they've got more incoming, he'll turn to Rex and say, "Reload that. I'm going to get you some cover." And Travis will conjure up a frost wall in front of Rex and himself, like
Ooh.
May style from Overwatch. I'm going to do it. Would this... So my combat magic says if I kick some ass with my spell roll, use weird instead of tough. And it also says sometimes you need to act under pressure to cast your spells without problems. I'm not kicking ass, so would I be doing under pressure, or should I just still do weird for that? I guess.
Yeah, I'll just say roll weird for right now.
Okay, cool. It's a little vague. Ugh. It's a 7.
Okay. What happens on a partial success?
On a partial to... Oh my god, where is it? There we go. Gonna give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay for under pressure.
Under pressure. Okay. All right. How long do you want the wall to be there?
Oh gosh, I mean, I've never really considered the length of the spells, but ideally, as long as possible.
Okay.
I'd be happy if it was 10 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
It
I'll
is a lot of
say
minutes. I don't know.
you've got it for 30 seconds.
Oh, geez.
Anything
Okay.
past that, you can stand here and focus on only that, and you can keep
Okay.
it going.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you won't be able to do anything else. You can hang on to the wall.
Tight.
Okay. So you conjure an ice wall. Have you guys seen
covered.
Travis do ice magic before?
Ah,
He'll kind of wink at Rex and be like, "This hurts a lot less than when I fuck up fire. Let me tell you."
Rexy nods. Thanks, Dad.
All right, so you hang on to the wall, and you realize, I think, Travis, that you've got it for a little bit. It's probably not going to stay for nearly as long as you want, but if you were to continue to sort of channel and focus on just that and leave yourself a little vulnerable, you can leave it there for a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Victoria, what are you doing?
Boy, this is not my forte. I would like to boy, I would like to big whammy this guy,
Okay.
but I have to get close to him.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Or
how close do you need to be?
close.
Like touchable close?
The tag is close.
Okay.
So that's about within 5 or 10 feet.
I guess I'll do that. All right. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Fine.
How do you
It's
want to
like-
get down there?
There's stairs, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can just walk. I just didn't know if you were like doing any cool parkour or anything.
I don't think she's in the headspace that parkour's like.
Can you teleport back out afterwards?
I guess I could, yeah.
Potentially.
All right. Well, I'm
All
going
right.
to. Yeah, she's gonna move up, till she gets him kind of in her eyesight. Like,
Okay.
Close enough, and she'll try to big whammy.
Okay.
Would I still get the -1 forward?
For just close?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. So I'll say you can get, because these stairs sort of wrap around the tower, instead of just like getting down, like right up in his face, you can sort of get to the stair that is like above where he is standing. So
Yeah.
you're about 10 feet away from him. But yeah, so -1 ongoing. You can roll to kick some ass with weird.
Let go. 7.
Okay, so we're just using.
Kick some ass, yeah.
Yeah, so we're
It's
just using
2
kick some
harm.
ass. Okay, so he takes 2 harm. So yeah,
Ignores
Sally
armor.
he is in front of you. You see him sort of release one hand and kind of very quickly kind of put a hand up to like the back of his head and get this like these eyes like narrow, and he looks a little bit confused. So he's gonna take 2 harm. Victoria, you are also gonna take some harm. So I think you as you do this, you sort of release this energy at him, and it sort of hits him kind of right in his head. He reaches up, and then you see just very quickly, and Sally, you see this too, his head fully spin all the way around, so he is looking up at you, Victoria, and his eyes just lock on yours, and you feel this like searing pain in your temples. You're also going to take 2 harm.
Okie dokie.
Ignore armor. And he whips back around and sort of grins this like just nasty kind of dark grin at you, Sally. And as this is
braces.
he's spooky. As this is happening, when you have made your way up onto this this ledge with the doors that lead out into the balcony, and you could hear sounds coming from outside, but you look and you see sort of around the edges of these doors sort of lit up again in this like moonlight, these runes. kind of around the edges and sort of going up the center that seem to be kind of flashing a little bit as something on the other side of this door is trying to push in.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to open the door. So
Oh.
I don't know if it's just standing there and waiting with everything going on down bottom. I just yell down to Selena and just say, I don't know if this is going to hold.
From the center of the room, for the first time, not completely calm, I think you all just hear Selena go, shit. And you see a little bit kind of in the center of this darkness, just very briefly, a shimmer as she starts to levitate off the ground and then just flies up towards where you are, Wynn, and kind of looks the door over and says, oh, I really thought this would hold. And she just slams both hands kind of into the center of each door, and you see the runes continue to pulse as she channels this magic into them and says, I really didn't think this would be an issue, but you're right. I don't know how long this is going to hold. Can you do anything?
I'm fresh out of magic, so not much here. Trav, we might need help up here.
Oh, geez. All right. Give me a second. And in the 30 seconds for the wall to hold without me focusing on it, would I be able to use magic on myself to heal?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Like, would I give myself a? Would I be able to take a little moment?
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of the effects that
It's
I
one of
get
the effects
plus
it is.
1, 2 because I am a practitioner.
Indeed. So yeah, you can use magic to heal 1 harm from an injury. So go ahead and roll plus weird.
Okay, that's a 12, and of course I still haven't advanced use magic.
Okay.
Anyway.
But that's okay. You heal 1 harm.
Yeah, healed. Whee!
It just works. Yeah, you see Travis sort of focus in on a
It
second.
just
and
works.
Travis, you guys probably can't see it under the duster, but it feels a lot better.
Yeah.
sure.
And then I'll look at Rex and say, on second thought, it sounds like they might need my masonry services up there.
Do what you gotta do. Are you okay?
Yeah. Right as rain. Take advantage of this while it's up, and good luck.
And Rexy does, just when he says he's okay, she displaces and like slides out from the bottom corner of the thing and takes a shot.
Takes a shot. Okay, yeah, roll to kick some ass.
Character sheet. This one. Typing, not forte. Go. Okay.
Okay. That's a 4.
Goddamn Fey Realm.
Rob, remind me does the ice wall have tags?
The
What
ice
did it do?
wall is magic barrier, close, 1 armor, obvious, loud. A lot of
Okay.
that is just kind of casting tags.
Okay. So
but
it's a
total-
magic barrier though.
Yeah, it's a magic barrier, and because it's frost or ice, it gets plus 2 armor if it's a wall, so it is total 3 armor.
Okay.
And it adds restraining to other. Oh, that's for other types of magic. Okay. So yeah,
Okay.
wall is just 3 armor. It's a magic barrier.
Okay. Excellent. Rex, how much armor do you have?
2.
You fire this shot off, and again, you all hear this just blast of the sniper rifle going off as this bullet that you have created sort of flies toward Regent and Sally. And Sally, you see it impact. You see, like in one shoulder, this kind of ripple effect happen as Regent sort of looks down at it. He releases you with his other hand, and you are now standing in front of him. He sort of grabs onto his shoulder for a second, and then beneath you, the ground starts to shake. And you hear this like rumbling sound, and Rex, right where you are, a crack starts to open up in the ground, and out of it, these tendrils of just pure darkness sort of reach up and wrap around one of your arms and just start to squeeze. As this happens, I think you reach out because the magic barrier is there sort of diffusing some of this. You reach out just like instinctually to grab onto something because you are being sort of pulled, and you reach onto this sort of crack in the ice wall, and the cracks start to move up the wall a little bit and displace a little bit of the pain. But you are gonna take, well, that's 3 math. I've never had to do math before this game.
So
All told, minus armor and everything, you're gonna take 2 harm from that.
okay, so
Is there no way to try to protect them there? Because Wynn was going to be making their way down with Travis coming back up, running down the wall.
I don't know how fast you can get there for this one. That harm is with the wall sort of taking a lot of the damage. For this one, I'm going to say no.
All right.
Which I never do.
So no armor on my part, 3 points.
2 total.
2 total. Okay.
Yeah. 2 for you.
What do you
Total
have,
at
Rexy?
the end.
I am now at 3 harm.
Okay.
All right, so you all see these black tendrils sort of wrapped around Rex's arm and just kind of yanking on them, and she is like holding on to this this handhold that she has sort of found in a crack in Travis's ice wall, and sort of displacing some of that magic. And in front of you, Sally, you see Regent again, just with this large smile on his face as Wynn is making his way down. Travis is making his way up. Victoria sort of right above him on the stairs. You all hear this odd sort of chattering noise, almost like this chatter, like a little bit of like cackling coming from the door behind Regent, as you see a couple of winged creatures, small but just little like sort of points of purple, like dark purple light, kind of fly in and start to circle around the room. You see these little winged sprites fly in. What are y'all doing?
I'm stabbing in his, like, straight through the bottom of his jaw. His messed up jaw.
Okay, yeah, as he lets go of you and sort of retaliates against Rex, he leaves you an opening. So roll to kick some ass.
So I ran, so +1 ongoing. That's an 11. 11s! I'm like 1 away from 12.
So
Damn
close. All right, get that 10 plus.
This might be pushing the limits of putting him right where I want him, because that tentacle that has Rexy isn't actually attached to him. He, like, did something to it.
He made it.
He made it. I don't know. Can I move him so he can't control that to give Rexy a hand?
Sure. I'll say you can. How much harm does your sword do?
I'm gonna do 5.
Okay. Whew. Y'all got some nasty weapons. All right, so you, as you see this opening, Sally, as Regent is sort of focused on Rex in front of you, you shoulder sort of into him to kind of set him off balance, and then bring the sword around the side as you see these sort of dark tendrils kind of coming off one of his arms that he is extending out towards Rex, and you just, taking a risk, sever right through them. And though it looks like smoke, you feel your sword hit something and like connect with something and sort of slice through, and you all hear him let out this like loud sort of gasp as you do this. And Rex, the tendrils, while still wrapped around you, kind of start to loosen a little, leaving you a little bit of an opportunity there. And he kind of reels back and looks up at these creatures that are starting to enter the room and fly around, and snaps his fingers, and they all start to fly to the different corners of the room, the sort of top of the room where the darkness hasn't made it yet. And you see the same kind of like dark, almost like smoke-like darkness start to emanate out from them as well, kind of closing in on you.
I don't like it.
Victoria's gonna pull out a piece of stone, and she's going to carve it into her hand, drawing blood, and she's going to use some magic.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I would like to summon a monster.
Okay, which one? What?
I was
Well,
thinking
you know
a
what?
gargoyle.
Okay.
We haven't done this before, so
Sure, yeah. Roll plus weird. Why not? Let's make it gargoyles. Why wouldn't it be? You're in a stone tower.
Way,
It seems like the perfect place for one.
way
Six.
freaking cool.
Okay, that's a 6,
uh,
which can be helped if someone wants to.
I'm there. I don't have any magic, but
no, wrong glyph.
Wynn could point something else. He's running past and
Yeah.
be like,
I mean, your knowledge of like the study of magic hasn't just like disappeared from your brain.
yeah. Just like as running past, like, wait, before she's completely fucks it up.
Okay. Yeah, roll plus cool.
Only slightly fucks it up, thank you.
All right.
Like barely fucks it up.
Well, we'll see if I just end up putting myself in harm's way too.
Bet.
No,
plus-
that's double sixes. That's a 12.
Whoa. Did you advance help, or do you just have the thing where you can help plus 2?
I just have the thing where I can help +2.
Okay, well, so that makes it an 8. So that's a partial success. So I'm gonna say, so you have your effect, which is to summon a gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know what that does, but I'm sure I'll think of something. But you also choose a glitch.
I think the glitch is going to be oh boy. Magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Ooh, okay. All right, so you pull out this crystal. Sorry, I've got too many things open. You pull this out. You with Wynn sort of stopping you mid spell, going wait, and then just like a slight correction. You draw the final line, sort of digging into your hand, and from the stone behind you, well, I guess you all see this because it's like a big fuck off thing. You see this sort of silver like swirling kind of on the wall, almost like the stone is like distorting behind Victoria, and then these two huge stone hands, just one on either side, just and then this large head kind of pull itself through as a gargoyle pulls itself through this portal and then just kind of perches very gently on the stone stairs next to Victoria, kind of looks at her, looks around the room, kind of scanning, and then wings beating, kind of takes off, circling the room.
Victoria starts laughing because she's so nervous, and this happens, and she's just like having a little bit of a mental breakdown.
So I will say, nothing about the magic says you're in control of the thing that you summon.
Right, but it does fight evil. Gargoyles fight evil.
According to
the Greek lore that they come from.
According to gargoyles on Disney XD.
No.
now
Oh.
that
Yeah.
one I will buy.
Exactly.
Okay, yes then. I didn't just do a bunch of research on them in the last 5 minutes.
And the reason they're on Christian churches is they ward off evil, to scare off evil. So
But who are we to say what is good and what is evil?
I don't know
But
that the
also
gargoyle.
Disney Channel.
I don't know that the gargoyle thinks about it that hard, Sean. I mean, yeah, you would probably know. You would probably know those things. that sounds like something that maybe one of you might know about gargoyles. Seems legit to me. So yeah, you see this thing sort of take off in these huge like stone wings, which it doesn't make any sense how it can fly because it's made of stone, but magic, I guess. It starts to kind of circle around the room, and you see these little sort of shadow sprites that have taken up residence, and a few more have kind of come through the door in the corners. It start to go after them like just a really big cat chasing a mosquito, and it is just flying around, sort of chomping at them and kind of getting them with its claws, so taking out a couple, just skewering them, kind of throwing them to the ground. But as this happens, sort of in front of you, as he is like reeling in pain, kind of actually like holding onto one of his arms, and Sally in front of you, you see, though you didn't actually hit his arm, you hit the tendrils that are coming off of it. You see kind of on the ends of his fingers, this like dark, like almost like purplish blood start to like drip down where his arm is, and he turns around and just looks again. He turns his whole body this time because now he's real mad, and looks straight up at Victoria, and you all see this glow sort of start to surround him, and just like in an instant he lets off this blast of energy, a lot of it going in Victoria's direction, but it really kind of letting off and kind of taking over the entire room. And you all just feel it impact you, Victoria especially. It is like you have just been, everyone's raising their hand. Sean, I saw you first.
Vic.
I was going to say, I'm right next to her. Can I throw myself in front of her to try to protect her?
Oh yeah, you're right there. Absolutely. Go ahead, roll to protect someone.
I'd like to
a
use
move
my...
that's an actual move in this game that
I'd like
don't
to
ever remember.
I'd like to ignore that move by using my Never Again move. Which
So
means
many
that
moves.
I can treat it as if I rolled a 10+, but I cannot choose the suffer little harm option.
Okay. All right. So if you treat it as if you have rolled a 10+ on protect someone, you can choose then either all impending danger is now focused on you, you inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. You are also going to suffer all of the harm Victoria was going to get.
If there's a way we could work it out where... We'll do all impending danger is now focused on you. Let's go with that one.
Okay. You, my friend, are going to take 3 harm, ignore armor.
Woo. I'm at 4 now.
You're unstable.
Yeah, I'm going to call that one unstable for sure, fam. As this like blast of like dark purple energy just sort of fans out in front of him in this like cone shape, when you throw yourself, sort of turning in front of Victoria, taking this massive blow. It's like your armor, it hurts you physically, but it's like your armor doesn't even register that anything is happening to your body. It's like it doesn't even exist. As you take this blow, Victoria, you're fine. The rest of you from the residual blast are also going to take 1 harm, ignore armor, as it sort of impacts you center mass, and you just feel this like exhaustion and like pain start to like creep over you. And when you're unstable.
Oh, wait. Can I use Belial
To do what?
to take the harm for me?
Oh, that's right.
Don't hurt my baby boy.
No, he's good.
Oh, he can do that. I said once per.
Yeah.
Said once per thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, you throw yourself in front of Victoria, and you start to feel this impact in your back, and this like pain sort of creep over you, and then all at once it starts to recede, as you hear just like this little whimpering from behind you, and Victoria, you sort of see this in front of you as Wynn's shadow has sort of like extended up, and you can, something about it is different from the darkness that's in the room, but has like extended up and is like essentially created this like large like towering figure like over him, and you see like some of the color drain from Wynn's face, and then it immediately sort of come back as you don't take any harm because Belial takes it for you.
Now, I'd like to be clarified. Wynn did not choose for Belial to do that. That was Sean choosing for Belial to do that. Just so
Belial
we all
does
are
that.
clear. And Wynn just kind of like closing his eyes and grimacing and opens one of them. That didn't hurt. Why didn't that hurt?
I got it.
You a rat?
Yeah, totally. Ow.
Sal turns back to him. You hurt our baby boy! I'm gonna slash at him.
Oh, you
At
done
Win?
fucked up now.
And then everyone tries to kill Win. Yeah, you turn and drive your sword directly toward Regent's chest. Please, ma'am, roll to kick some ass.
Yes, please. Do I get a +1 for rage? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh my god! Just one away from 12. Just one.
11.
Every
Again.
single one. 3 in a row.
Choose an extra effects.
Extra harm. Take 6. Jerk.
Take 6 harm. And as Sally sort of yells out at the thought of Belial getting hurt, she one more time takes this giant iron sword and just slashes directly across Regent's chest. And you all hear this scream, but it mostly sort of resonates inside your head. It feels like it's coming from inside your skull as everything kind of like rattles around, and you hear this just like pained screaming as he starts to grasp at his chest, and you see this like purplish like black blood just starting to like ooze out. And as the gargoyle sort of flies around and dispatches the last of these creatures, sort of dispersing the darkness that was taking over the top of the room, it lands with this large thud sort of in front of him. And you all watch as the darkness starts to recede and kind of move into the floor.
Are the things that were trying to get into the door that I was running towards still trying to get in?
No.
Oh, okay.
They came in the other door and the gargoyle ate them,
Oh,
I think.
okay. I must have missed that. I don't know where Travis was then.
He was like just thinking about moving up the stairs as quickly as possible, just
Like
concentrating
he
on his
ran
feet.
up, locked the door with the key, and then was like, "Oh," and
Yeah.
turned around and was like, "And I helped."
You did help because they had to start coming in the other door. So all the darkness starts to sort of recede, and then you all hear this kind of thud, and then just kneeling on the ground as all of the shadows sort of start to fade around him, you just see this kind of sunken, sad man just kind of kneeling on the ground wearing this pretty regal sort of dark purple attire, these like black gauntlets, like black boots, this like jet black hair sort of pushed back, and this like very very pale like porcelain skin, these like sunken cheekbones, and these glowing purple eyes as he like clutches at his chest, and you see blood just starting to pool around him. And he kind of looks up at all of you. Well played. You can't escape the darkness. Not forever. And you see the light in his eyes start to fade, and he just kind of falls to the floor.
Dramatic.
Victoria's just staring at the gargoyle. Can I read his mind?
You can certainly try.
Oh boy. I just want to make sure he's like, because I don't really know if she knows how to make him go away.
Probably
just gonna
not.
chill there for 30 minutes.
I don't know what the spell's not that in depth. It just says you summon a monster.
Yeah, I mean, you can read his like surface thoughts.
Yeah.
He's
chill.
I mean, he doesn't really think too hard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's a big dude that just had a little snack, a little fairy snack. And he's just kind of perched like on one side of the room. I think he is calm, But I think you can tell that he is just a little on edge is not really it, but just sort of like ready, sort of making sure that he's like looking around and like just he's like waiting for
Yeah.
the next
Yeah, doing
thing.
the gargoyle thing. Just
Yeah.
looking.
Just kind of perches on the edge of the room.
Is everyone okay?
When you're unstable, can you still medic yourself?
Wind's not unstable.
He didn't actually take
Yes,
the
he
damage.
is.
He
Oh,
is?
that's right.
No.
But, I mean,
Rex.
it's a question.
Oh. I don't know. Can you? Can
Rexy, are you unstable?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, but I can medic if I can medic myself when I'm unstable. That's fine. I'll just do the scene one way or another.
that's a
either-
rules thing? Is that a rules
Yeah,
thing?
I read it and it doesn't say. It says 4 to 7 harm wounds are serious and unstable. They will get worse unless treated. Mark the unstable box, and that's all it says. Because either Rexy got slammed against the wall with the last one and is out, or they're frantically going through their kit to try to like adrenaline themselves or something.
I don't see why you can't help yourself as long as you're conscious.
Okay, let's see what happens.
You know what? I'm gonna have you. What do you have to roll for that?
It is medic. Cool.
Okay, yeah, it's the same. So just go ahead and roll that move.
All right. Rexer, cool. What'd I get? 11. Oh, whew. All right. Yeah, that's, I guess, what you see then is Rexy basically pulls the adrenal shot out and just bam, hits herself with it and like, was about to pass out. And she's like, I'm okay. Because that's two harm back.
Yeah, you heal 2 harm and you're stable.
Is everyone all right? Rex?
Yeah, I'll be good. Give me a minute. Catch my breath.
I could use some patching up, but I'm alright.
Travis will use magic to heal Sally.
Okay, roll plus weird.
Bilal, you still there, buddy?
Yeah.
Just take it easy, okay?
That was with a +1 forward. Jesus. Leveled up though, so.
Hey!
Cool. That's a 6.
That means I take damage, doesn't it?
No,
Let's
it
find out.
means it's a glitch.
Let's find out.
Well, I will say, so I have for the regular move, on a miss, you lose control of the magic. But you have something... When you have something for when you fail...
I have could have been worse, and then the effect happens, but I trigger all glitches but one.
Okay.
I'm going to say everything, but it draws immediate unwelcome attention because I'm afraid that's going to call a gargoyle down on us. So it's weakened, it's a short duration, I take harm, and it has a problematic side effect.
Do
Like
I turn
being
purple?
Purple or something.
Oh, gosh. I don't want to turn you purple again. Okay. So... Oh, boy. Yeah, so Travis, you reach out and sort of lay a hand on Sally. Sally, you feel this wound on your shoulder that is really sort of starting to sting and burn now. That feeling start to fade a little bit. It doesn't totally go away. You can heal 1 harm. Travis, you will take 1 harm, and you start to feel almost in the same place, kind of on the back of one of your shoulders, this like burning feeling. I'm going to wrap problematic side effect, weakened, and a short duration all into one thing. Sally, you can heal 1 harm for the moment. there is something going on with this bite that you took. In a little bit, it is going to become unstable again. But the magic is sort of fending it off for now.
That doesn't feel right.
Selena, can you? Where
Yeah,
is she?
I might be a little tapped right now. Sorry.
For
It's
now,
okay.
you heal the one arm. Okay.
Where's Selena?
She was up by the door, and you all see her sort of slowly walking down the stairs. Her glow, not quite as glowy as usual. She's put in a lot of magical effort as well today. Let me take a look.
He bit me, if that helps. With that janked up mouth.
Unfortunate.
What does that mean?
It's Nightshade.
Oh, poison. Great.
The nasty kind. Unfortunately, it's unnatural to hear I can't do anything for you.
Unnatural to the wild? He's from the wild.
He was once. You saw him.
Well, yeah, but like,
So, what? This just
where's it from?
poisons me?
Essentially, yes. There are spells and things you can work with that will neutralize it, but I recommend you do one quickly.
Then we should go.
What Travis has done will hold it off for a while, but it will continue to burn. And the more it permeates your blood, demon or human, well, it will not be pretty.
I know people back home that might be able to help with that, but we got to get back.
Right.
Go.
Gonna walk over to the gargoyle.
Just sitting there,
Yeah.
just ready.
Thank you. You are dismissed.
He sort of looks a little confused, like nods, and then kind of like clunks his way over to the door. You see him kind of like shift through it. He's very big, out sort of into onto the outer part of this tower, and then you just hear a loud sort of like cracking sound as he kind of takes off, just flies away.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was really. We should talk about that later, but first we need to get Sal back.
Right. And she punches Win. What were you
Ow.
thinking just jumping in front of me about that? You could get killed.
Honestly, I wasn't, but just yeah.
Obviously.
Anyway,
All right.
glad you're okay. Let's all go.
I will try to send you home. Well, not try, I'll send you home. It's just you have to think of home. And I'll tell Nessa you said goodbye.
Thanks.
Haven,
Haven.
Yeah.
do we have to hold hands?
If you wish.
Told you she was messing us with us.
So good night unto all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
What was in that shot?
Just listen to Sandman on Audible.
Oh.
Not sponsors,
makes
but could be. All right.
Win takes
And
Victoria's
Selena-
hand.
Okay. Selena puts her hands together and mutters something under her breath, and you all feel your feet just very, very briefly kind of lift up from the ground you're on in front of your eyes, this like bluish white flash. and then you all land in the Haven. I'm going to ask you. You're all going back to the Haven.
What year is it?
What year is it? You don't know because I'm asking the questions first. Where do you feel most at home in the Haven?
Travis lands in his bed.
Near the workout bench.
On the couch with the TV.
At home, yeah. Even though Rex spends more time in the med bay, yeah, it'd be sitting feet over the back of the couch, head dangled, looking at the TV.
Okay.
I guess his room.
Okay. You all land in different places in the Haven. Everything seems to be where you left it. Sally and Rex on the couch. Travis and Wynn in their respective beds. Victoria near the gym equipment. And you're
Where the
home.
fuck did everybody go?
Out here.
Living room.
Travis?
Trav?
No response.
Get up, look around. Travis isn't here. Where would he have gone?
Look, I don't look for him. Wait. Can I sense him?
Can you just sense people?
I can sense auras. I guess that's how we've. But I don't know if I can. I look for his mind. I guess there's a good question.
Roll plus weird.
Okay. 12.
You're not sure where. He's definitely here somewhere. Like the aura is unmistakably Travis.
Someone in this bitch.
His
hungry
aura
as
is wearing a
motherfucker.
duster.
Travis, I know you're here.
Did you say his aura is wearing a duster?
I did.
I just wanted to confirm that.
His aura has big
That's you guys
duster
don't know
energy.
how magic works. I can make up the rules.
Right.
His aura has big duster energy. It's very cool.
Travis eventually walks out of his room with like a handful of different snacks, and he's taking the duster off and is in like sweatpants now.
Just walks up to him and like
Fucking-
decks him in the shoulder. Don't do that!
Ow!
I'm gonna call
You know what?
Haley
I was
about.
hungry.
I'm gonna call Haley about the nightshade thing. See if we can get something for that.
Alright, good idea.
Hey, Trav, can you maybe text Abby? Could a blood transfusion slow down this poison?
Yeah, I was just gonna do that and not just take a second to like eat my feelings about this entire situation. Yep. Okay. To the study, to the texting. I got this. Where's my
No.
pipe?
I'll go prep the med lab for a transfusion just in case.
Okay.
Victoria's like, I don't. I'll go with Win. To just stand there while he makes a phone call.
So everyone left as Sal is just sitting on the couch.
No,
holding-
I'm taking you with me to the med bay in case.
Okay. I just imagine like.
All right, you're on your own. Fuck you.
Luck with that poison.
Guess I'll turn on Netflix. I don't know.
Good luck. Have fun.
All right. So Rex takes Sally to the med bay to prepare for maybe a transfusion. You ever done a transfusion on a half demon that's been poisoned with nightshade before?
No, and that's why I want Abby's input.
You're doing your best to pull out the equipment that you think you might need. Sally, you're there helping, I assume, maybe.
Sure.
Lift-
Do what Rexy says.
Lifting something heavy, probably.
Probably.
Travis?
Yeah, so Travis walked up to where all the books and stuff are, and he's dropped the snacks on the table. He's grabbed a book of poisons and whatnot, and he's looking up Nightshade and also texting Abby at the same time, just like, hey, got some expertise I need you to share with me.
Okay, you set up, get ready, do some research, and text Abby. Victoria, you go with Win. Win, you're making a phone call.
Mm-hmm. Calling Haley because she's the magical medical expert that Wynn knows.
Okay. So yeah, you all go your relatively separate ways in the Haven and get ready to solve the mystery of what's wrong with Sally. But I think we're going to leave it there for today because we have a lot to talk about what you guys are going to want to do for this next week. So, yeah, let's get that Georgia music back on. There we go. The happy music. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. Everybody out there in chat, thank you so much. We're so glad you were here. Or if you are with us somewhere in the future on YouTube, we love you as well. Thanks for being here and watching our stuff. A lot happened today. Whew, that was intense, you guys. What we're going to do right now, though, very quickly, is that at the end of the session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did you conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Boy, this has really been up in the air lately, huh? I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
All right, we'll hit that one. Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Selena, yeah.
I would say lots of people, probably. This guy was real big and bad. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Gargoyles are real.
Yeah.
And we went to the wilds and, you know,
And gun physics are obviously way the hell off in the wild.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all.
Apparently.
The literal worst. Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
But yeah,
Victoria
somebody
can
could
summon
summon
a gargoyle.
That seems fair. Travis is everyone's dad. Also seems fair.
Also,
That's
me.
definitely
Rex
fair.
has never been on a roller coaster, or had not.
I have.
Has now.
Sally has failed. Sally has failed you. Sally has failed you, and I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that's 4 yes answer. So 2 XP for everybody, especially with those failures. Some of you really racked up some XP today.
Yeah.
GG.
So close.
Everybody. All right. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. Really super excited to see what you all get up to next week. I thought I was excited for this week. But here we are. This is where we're leaving it. So we will be back 1 week from today. As always, same time, same place here on Game Nights at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Let us say goodbye very quickly. I don't remember what order you guys are in on the overlay. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away? All right.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
That's right.
Everybody's Twitter handle is under their face. Please follow them. They all stream. Some of them are streaming later tonight. So check all of that out on Twitter. Yeah, we'll be back 1 week from today. But until then, good game. Good killing, I guess. And good night, Internet.